Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Lewiston, Idaho, and on PlayActionSportsMedia.com, we get set and we're underway here in the opening game of Region 7, the Northwest Regional Championship. Medford Mustangs and Juneau, Alaska, as Dylan Marsh punched out, called out on strike 3 for the third and final out. The Mustangs opened this tournament against Juneau, Alaska. Medford, the Oregon State champions for the 17th time in history, and winning 6 in a row, come here to Lewiston. First time since that 2002 team did, and they eventually won it here, went on to the World Series. But Medford winning the Oregon State Championship here in Lewiston to take on the Alaska State champions. The Juneau, Alaska team. Darren Marsh led off the game with a walk. Bennett Thompson, who is pitching today with a sacrifice bunt. Evan McClellan, third baseman, flew out into left field. And Darren Marsh strikes out looking. So the Mustangs, no runs, no hits, and one left, and we're underway here in Lewiston, Idaho. Sorry for the delay to get things started, but on the fly, trying to work out the technical issues here. But a beautiful ballpark on the campus of Lewis and Clark State College, as you see Bennett Thompson taking his warm-up pitches for the Medford Mustangs. And we'll settle in here and get you the lineups for both Medford and Juneau, Alaska. A change in the bracket, if you've seen the bracket that's been published, including what we put out at PlayActionSportsMedia.com, also available at gpnuggets.com. The bracket is a little different, and again, we took the bracket that they had published on their website, but it is different. The loser here will play at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, and the winner will play at 4 o'clock. So whatever you've seen on the bracket, disregard. We'll get ours revised later today and earlier this evening and get that corrected for you. But the loser will turn around and play again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. and the winner at 4 o'clock. Glad you're with us. Beautiful Wednesday morning here in Lewiston, Idaho, a town of about 30,000 in population. It's a hazy day. As you look, our broadcast vantage point, the camera right now to center field is facing to the southwest, back toward the Medford area, southern Oregon. But a beautiful ballpark here in Lewiston, Idaho. They have hosted the NAIA College World Series as Bennett Thompson is ready. And the first pitch from the Mustang right-hander swung on and missed for strike 1. Get the lineups for head coach Nate Maben and pitching coach Paul White as Thompson goes ahead 0-2 to the leadoff hitter for Alaska. For the Mustangs around the infield, we'll get it as we go here as Thompson ready to work, establishing a good tempo. The young right-hander fires strike 3, struck him out. Bennett Thompson, leadoff strikeout. Thompson, a go-getter out of South Medford, strikes out the opposing pitcher Gabe Story on 3 pitches. Start this ball game. So the Mustangs, they were here early, by the way, got in here about 7:30 this morning. Alaska didn't show up until about an hour and 20 minutes before the game, as Thompson, 4 pitches and all strikes. He will face number 2 man in the lineup for Juneau, and that is Donovan McCurley, the shortstop. He'll be followed by Christian Ludman, the third baseman. So for Medford defensively, we'll give you the lineup here and kind of get a chance to gander the infield for you. Swing and a miss. Thompson, 5 pitches, 5 strikes. At third base for Medford is Evan McClellan. Zach Ankeny is the shortstop. On the right side of the infield is Chase Costanti at second base, Bennett Smith at first. And the outfield left to right is Robbie Buchanan in left field, Darren Marsh in center, and Dylan in right field. As Thompson in with the ball. Popped up behind the plate. Taven Passy giving chase back there, and it's going to go into the seats. Passy, of course, rounding out the Medford defensive lineup, and his battery mate, pitcher Bennett Thompson. So we're underway. No score from Harris Field, Lewis and Clark State College on the campus. And Thompson will lose the number 2 hitter, McCurley, with a base on balls. One out, one on. Each team already with a base runner aboard. and nobody across the plate yet. But I got a feeling we're going to see some scoring this morning for sure. And it is hot here in Lewiston. Yesterday, a pickoff play, and they got him at first. Picked off McCurley. McCurley caught leaning off the bag. He's disposed of, and now Thompson can go to work on Ludman. It's a comebacker to Bennett. He goes to first, and that's that. And the Mustangs make quick work of JUNEAU, Alaska here in the bottom of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. And after one complete inning, this opening game of the 2019 Northwest American Legion Regional Championship Tournament from Lewiston, Idaho, Medford nothing, and Alaska nothing. Stay with us, second inning coming up. Zach Ankeny leads off the second inning for the Mustangs with a base rip into left field. As we begin the second inning, no score. Medford and JUNEAU, Alaska, opening game of the Northwest Regional Championship American Legion Tournament from Lewiston, Idaho. Bennett Thompson for the Medford Mustangs against Gabe Story, making his fourth start of the year. Alaska 29-5 record. There are only 16 teams in the state of Alaska. Pitch in high to Taven Passy, Mustang catcher. So just getting started with our broadcast, and again, getting things settled in here at broadcast time. But nice to be with you again in Lewiston, Idaho, as Passy takes a cut at that one, fouls it back. And the count 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Mustang catcher. Medford 33-23 on the season. They've won 7 of their last 9. Their last loss was against Dallas in really a nothing game, as Medford again beat Eugene twice. The first on Monday night, a week ago Monday, to earn the championship opportunity, and then beat the Challengers 5-4 1 week ago today in Klamath Falls. The runner moving and the pitch fouled away into the first base dugout off the bat of Taven Passy. Passy, a left-handed hitting catcher. You don't see a lot of that Good little hitter, though. Great contact hitter. This Mustang team, they have really hit the ball well last couple of weeks. Now they've got Ankeny maybe caught up between first and second, and the throw down, dropped by the shortstop. That gets Ankeny head first safely back into first base. Mustangs looking to get a little aggressive here early. But it is a strikeout to Passy. Brings up left fielder Robbie Buchanan. Don't know if Buchanan was hurt or not, but he hasn't been in the lineup for quite some time for Medford. Pitch in high to Buchanan. They call him Buck. Buchanan is the number 7 hitter in the lineup. Bennett Smith and Chase Costanti round out the lineup. Buchanan swings through and misses that pitch. Right-hander Gabe Story on the mound for Alaska. And the count 1-2 now to Brady. We're in the top of the second as this one hit into left field, and it'll be caught for second out of the inning. Zach Ankeny, a leadoff single, still at first. Two gone in the second. Here's first baseman Bennett Smith. Smith turns on the first pitch. Fly ball deep into right field. Going to be a tough ball into the sun. And they'll make the catch in right field for Alaska. Riley Griffin. Nice play on that ball. As Ankeny, see you there with Coach Maben. We'll go back at shortstop. The Mustangs, he had the leadoff single, and they leave him stranded. Medford again in that one game with Eugene left 11 runners on at the state tournament, 9 in scoring position, but they all make contact here early. Bennett Smith drives one into right field. Final out of the inning, no runs. A leadoff single by Ankeny and one left. After an inning and a half from Lewiston, Idaho, no score. The Medford Mustangs and Juneau, Alaska. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply, the Newman Group, Evergreen Home Loans Northwest Regional Championship Tournament on PlayActionSportsMedia.com. Bottom of the second inning from Lewiston. Medford and Juneau, Alaska, no score. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted into right field. And Dylan Marsh puts it away for the Mustangs. And down goes Alaska. So we've gone through 2 quick innings here in Lewiston. No score. The Oregon State champs against the Alaska State champs. You're watching, again, the Newman Group Evergreen Home Loans Oregon California Supply Northwest Regional Championship Game of the Week, live on PlayActionSportsMedia.com. On to the third inning here in Lewiston. No score. Medford and Juneau, Alaska, and the number 9 man, Chase Costanti, second baseman, will start it off for Medford. Only base hit so far, Zach Ankeny led off the last inning. They left him stranded. So Costanti, and then back to the top of the order, and Darren Marsh, followed by Bennett Thompson. Thompson already a couple of strikeouts in his start. So this Medford team, again, they've been red hot. Lost 8 of their first 13 to start the year, but have been amazing. And the last 4 regular season games were on the road. They split in Roseburg, swept Grants Pass, knocking the Nuggets out of the state playoff picture. And then they get to the state tournament, win their opening game against the host team, Klamath Falls. Hammered the Salem Dodgers for the second time this year. There's a shot into right center field, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. And Costanti will pull into second with a leadoff double for Medford. Now small ball by Medford. Couldn't see the play there, and Alaska boots it. Medford will score the game's first run. Tended to be a sac bunt to get Costanti to third, and then the throw errant to first base. And Medford is on the board. The Mustangs scoring first and lead it 1-0. Medford again, the visiting team. We're in the top of the third, nobody out. Here's Thompson. Popped up, giving chase, first baseman over into foul territory and can't make the catch. And again, there's Darren Marsh running at second. A run in here in the inning, one on. And the pitch in high to Bennett. And they'll call that a strike. Thompson goes down looking. One out. Here's McLennan, left-handed hitting third baseman for Medford. Pitch outside to the lefty. This Medford team, again, all about 300 or better. McLennan hits .365 on the year. Passy has the best batting average at .385. Off-speed pitch in for a strike. Fouled out of play. Medford 33-23. Winners of 7 over their last 9 games. Trying to win their 6th regional title and get back to Shelby, North Carolina. They won the regional in 2015, played in the World Series. This one smashed up towards short. Knocked off the glove, and it'll be an error on the shortstop. Hard hit ball. McLennan pounded it to McCurley, the shortstop. Second error of the inning for Alaska. And the Mustangs now with runners on the corner. One out. And now you sense something good with Dylan Marsh coming to bat. Struck out looking in his first plate appearance. Pitch comes inside to him. Did it get him? It did get him. Hit by the pitch. And the bags are loaded for Medford. Bases loaded. Darren Marsh at third. McLennan at second. And Dylan Marsh just hit by the pitch. And Zach Ankeny at bat for Medford. Ankeny with 56 hits. He's the club leader. .346 average. Change up in for a strike to the Mustang shortstop. 0-2. Medford right below our camera, third base side, as Ankeny got a piece of that one. Fouls it back into the padded cushion behind home plate. Head coach Nate Maben in his 9th season, leading the charge along with assistant coach, pitching coach, and general manager Paul White. And again, Ankeny got a piece of it. Funny to hear the Mustangs earlier this morning as they were talking about Alaska and whether or not it was a continent, a separate continent. And to hear some of the other Mustang teammates bust the chops of some of the others who don't know their geography, that was some pretty good entertainment. 0-2. Hit down the left side, but just foul. Big ballpark here. 395 straightaway center. 330 down the lines. 365 in left center. And swung on and missed. Dropped by the catcher, but puts the tag on. So there are 2 out. Bases still loaded. 3rd strikeout for Story, but again, a couple of errors and a run in. Leadoff double by Chase Costanti. That run unearned. And here's Taven Passy, the Mustang catcher. Excuse me. Two balls, 2 strikes to Passy, popped up. Right side of the infield. Bases loaded, they'll put it away. And the Mustangs will leave a golden opportunity with the bags loaded here in the top of the 3rd inning. But they get the game's first All right, we apologize again, and we may lose audio the rest of the day. So Medford gets a couple of runs in here in the 6th inning off of JUNEAU, Alaska, and it's now Medford as we go to the bottom of the 6th, scheduled for 7. It's Medford 3 and JUNEAU, Alaska nothing. Again, the winner will play tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock against either Idaho Falls or Casper, Wyoming. Again, coming to you from Lewis and Clark State College at Harris Field, the site of this year's NAIA College World Series. Bennett Thompson for the Mustangs against Gabe Story. Story, 2 of the 3 runs are earned. He has 6 strikeouts, 4 walks. Thompson, I'm not going to say it, but no runs across, and you know what, with 4 strikeouts and just 1 walk. He'll face the 7, 8, 9 hitters in the 6th. And again, we apologize, but I promise you tomorrow we'll get things ironed out here for you. And thanks to our great sponsors while we got a chance to tell you with the audio there. Thanks to Bobby Collins at Arby's of South Medford. Thanks to the Newman Group and Mike Newman and his crew. Thank you, Mike. And Evergreen Home Loans, as well as former Mustang Logan Odom and the Rutledge Realty Group in Medford. Thanks to Affordable Truck and RV. And also thank you to Brandy Cowden, her son, a member of that team in 2016. Won the state championship, went to the World Series in 2015. Tate Cowden. Thank you to Brandy and everybody at People's Bank. And also thanks to Brian Moser and Allied Building Products. Brian been a great sports backer. Thank you so much for everybody making this broadcast possible. Oregon California Supply, Troy Leeper and Les Schwab Tires, and Hellgate Jet Boat Excursions. And boy, what I wouldn't pay right now to be on one of those boats to cool off. It is 90, but already feels about 190 here in Lewiston. Thompson goes to work, bottom of the 6th, in a no-no bid for the young right-hander from South Medford High School. 3-0, Medford leading. And the hitter is Brock McCormick, the catcher, 7-man in the lineup. Thompson struck him out to lead off the 3rd. Bennett again with 4 strikeouts on the day. Again, we may lose some audio, so we apologize, but we'll get things ironed out for you. Here's a base hit into left field for McCormick. Well, I knew I shouldn't even said anything about it, so that's on me. And that's usually how it goes, too, isn't it? Medford does have the bullpen up and throwing. First base hit of the game comes here in the 6th inning. 3-0 Medford with the lead. JUNEAU, Alaska, the 3-time Alaska state champs. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Thompson there. JUNEAU 29-5 on the year. Medford last year got knocked out opening game by Yakima, and then were eliminated on day 2 by Hawaii. And Hawaii is not here this year. They're in the West region down in Southern California. And Thompson now behind 2-1 to the number 8 hitter, Riley Griffin. And yes, if you're trying to tell me we got audio problems, thank you. And here's the throw to second. They got him. A delayed steal by McCormick. And again, a catcher not the most fleet of foot out there. And Passy guns him down. So the leadoff single. And McCormick is erased just like that. Riley Griffin again is the batter. And Medford asking now what the pitch count is. Both head coach Nate Maben and Paul White out in front of the dugout. They get the word. I didn't hear what it was. But again, it's the same as the state tournament. 105 pitches is the limit. This one fouled away at the plate. Bottom of the 6th, going 7. And the Mustangs lead it 3-0. Pop foul out of play and out of the stadium right side. Thompson working low. Into right field. Dylan Marsh there. In the glove, 2 gone. Two out. And the number 9 man, center fielder Luis Mojica for Juneau, Alaska. Again, opening round games coming up after this will be Bozeman, Montana against Lakeside Bellevue, the Washington State runner-up. And again, Bellevue did not win the state title this year. I think it was published earlier that way. Kennewick won the Washington State Championship, beating Lakeside 6-2. So next game will be Bozeman against Lakeside. Then at 4:30, it'll be the Casper Oilers from Wyoming against Idaho Falls, who beat Lewiston here on this field on Sunday 5-0 to win the Idaho Championship. It was Meridian last year that won the Idaho. Swung on a miss. Goddard comes in and gets Mojica taking over for Thompson to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, but they threw out McCormick after the leadoff single. 1 hit off of Thompson. In 6 2/3, the right-hander strikes out unofficially. What's he got, 4 on the day? 4 strikeouts this morning and only 1 walk. A 1-hit shutout through 6 2/3 for Bennett Thompson. Goddard comes in to strike out Mojica, and Alaska is done in the 6th. So to the 7th, and again, it's scheduled for 7, these Northwest Regional Tournament games. Still Medford 3, Juneau, Alaska nothing. You're watching PlayActionSportsMedia.com. Again, want to thanks to a bunch of people. Last minute, we got the rights and approval to broadcast the Medford games, and that was near an act of Congress. And then got some people rounded up to back us, pay for our travel, lodging, and we don't know if we're going to be here 2 days or 5 days, but with a win here this morning, will be here at least through Friday. And hopefully that's a good sign you get to that third day. But Schwab Tires, umpires meeting on the shot by Dylan Marsh, and that should be a home run, and it is. 4-0, Medford. Four to nothing Mustangs in this opening game of the 2019 Northwest Regional Championship Tournament. Not sure if we had sound back or not on that, but that was a shot hit off the inland cellular sign. Marsh leads off the seventh with a dinger. Sixth Mustang hit of the day, and the 8th home run for Dylan Marsh on the summer. Here's Zach Ankeny. Inside pitch for a strike to Zach. Juneau looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th. Will have the top of the order up. Story, McCurley, and Ludman. 1, 2, 3 guys. So the Mustangs, if they prevail today, will play tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Again, the brackets, one dad from Medford said, I thought it was 7 o'clock. I said, no, I don't know. You know, these Legion brackets are confusing, alternating games at the state level. And here's another shot. Ankeny, line drive left field and caught. Left fielder twisting and turning back there. That's Robert Cox Jr. Makes the catch. And there's one out here in the 7th. All right, we got audio back for the last time, I think. 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for Alaska, trailing 4-0. Medford looking to play tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock.